This isn't even her trash can, and she says she didn't even get help from the county to remove it. Let's take a step backwards to when Julie Schuhart first noticed someone had illegally dumped this trash can in her yard on Barnesdale last week in Lehigh Acres.
I was mad because, first off, it made the neighborhood look really trashy. And I'm like thinking, why wouldn't they just deal with it on their own? But
not only was the trash can an eyesore, it was a potential danger. She described seeing hundreds of bees lining the inside, so she asked the county to pick it up.
They were like, nope, that's your problem. You need to call a beekeeper, and once you remove the bees, then we'll come get our can.
She says they told her they wouldn't be able to move it while the beehive was still inside in order to keep their employees safe. But Schuhart says the county should be concerned for the safety of people living in the neighborhood as well.
If they're walking past there and stuff, they can get stung by a bee. What if they have an allergic reaction?
So Fox 4 called Marcelo Lang of Affordable Bee and Critter Solutions. He says it looks like a small animal cleared out the beehive, leaving only about 50 to 100 bees behind.
No queen, no colony. They don't have anything to defend, so they're not going to be aggressive.
So Lang cleaned up the rest, which he said were going to die within a matter of days without the hive to look after. And with the bees gone, the county finally scooped their can. But Schuhart wants the person who dumped this can in the first place to pay.
They need to go find them or do something with them because they just basically dumped their problem in somebody else's yard.
In Lehigh Acres, Rachel Lloyd, Fox 4, in your corner.
Well, it's another day of hot temperatures across southwest Florida. Highs reaching up around 90 degrees. Heat index values topping 100 in many locations. And after a pretty tumultuous weekend for parts of the year, particularly with those storms we had to deal with on Saturday morning, things are a lot quieter today. Now, we are tracking some showers into portions of Hendry County. You can see them sneaking their way northward towards the southwest end of Lake Okeechobee. That's including the Clewiston area. And we've been looking at a few thunderstorms down into Collier County as well. These are not quite as strong as they were earlier, but you can see them crossing over Alligator Alley, heading northward across inland portions of Collier County. Mid to upper 80s now with the humidity, though. Still feels like 100 in LaBelle. Forecast for this evening, a few inland showers, humid, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 80s. I'll let you know if there's any relief from the heat and humidity on the 7-day forecast and your storm show forecast coming up.
Thank you, Derek. Cape Coral police say a missing endangered man opened fire outside the department's headquarters overnight. Officers say Michael Wagner Jr. was threatening to harm himself last night, so police set up a perimeter to find him. Then around 3 in the morning, an officer saw Wagner shooting toward the police headquarters and then running off. Investigators went to 3 separate scenes trying to find evidence that would lead them to Wagner, and the search eventually ended right near Country Club Boulevard, which isn't far away, and Southeast 10th Street, when the aviation unit found Wagner hiding behind a house. Neighbors say they had to lock their doors and stay inside.
Because they was coming up and down the road on the blocks and stay in your houses, keep your doors locked. And I'm like, oh my God, when you wake up to something like that, what's going on? Well, this new construction over here. All of a sudden you see about 20 cops running through there chasing somebody.
Police say Wagner struck one of their canines. They also found a public works vehicle with several bullet holes in it. That vehicle was parked in the area that Wagner was seen running from. Now, Wagner is now facing several charges, including shooting into a dwelling because there were people in the police station and causing harm to a police dog.
No one